I'm coming into this fully blind.
That's all right. The rest of it is
Good.
And but you're coming later than this time.
Yes.
Once we vote.
But not long-term, one week.
Always.
Right, and I added his name,
Oh, do you know?
So I- so
Yeah,
I
this is
have
not everybody
one.
gotta be happy.
Well, that's the problem. Can't make everybody happy.
Draw the lines after.
And you need to make. the
yeah,
best
so
decision
basically
you
he won't sign
can.
the votes that already happened.
All the time.
So if you want, you can pass those around. We'll hold on to that for now.
Yeah, if you have an update.
I have.
then we need time.
These are goodies from Lisa.
Signatures, we got before. Now,
Excuse me, Cindy. So any, like, later you're gonna be signing a document.
I have.
Apparently
Uh,
not. She
so
actually was
we-
in today.
We're gonna need you always to remember to sign your legal name on these documents, okay?
Which is,
She was.
Well, she was able to.
Oh, it's actually-
I'll ask Lisa tomorrow. when the-
Yeah, but you go by Sunny.
But I
Sorry.
think. They'll either be there's no reason this day.
Right.
So. as long as we've got a quorum.
yeah,
You remember those two?
no.
No.
Ollie, no,
Yeah. Borrow and.
yeah.
Is that live or when you forgot to?
So I think we're all set. Is everybody mics off? All right, should be good.
You don't get to sign. So. Sorry.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't sign.
You're not-
He's
not-
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 he's
not-
Nothing yet.
Oh,
He's not there yet.
Nothing
you
yet.
cannot pass
I
that
have
up.
to swear at it first.
Okay.
Conley Council and get a break on it. Is after this meeting, we have them in July.
Yes.
It comes across.
I go back.
It's a woman.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I've tried to say I have numerous times. Hey, talk, I guess,
And I can't.
but I go in that clear driveway sometimes, you know. in the winter.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
Yeah, there has been, like, there's been
Would it be crazy to have,
many different things.
would it be crazy to have the August meeting second? Instead of the first?
And she's pregnant.
Sorry,
Having
I can
difficulty.
speak out.
I'm not hearing you.
Again,
It's just against the norm, but if we make it, if we vote to change it, I suppose.
I got it on my walkie.
Would it
Yeah.
mess things up tremendously if we did it the second week of August instead of the first?
Oh, you mean, you guys control.
Well,
which
I
one.
understand that, but I'm
so
asking
you want
you.
my house.
Wouldn't mess
So
up.
I'll be in camp just 2 hours away and I'll have to drive back.
Okay,
It'd be really awesome for me if it was the
Okay.
second.
Well, let me look. Okay, so
It's
it would be the first of August.
well,
So
the
move it to eighth.
only caveat to that
What
is,
does the charter?
that's the meeting you guys are going to sign the tax commitment and figure the mill rate. Right now, we have it scheduled for the 1st.
Right, it would
I'm
be
pretty sure we could do it on the 8th. Because as long as O'Donnell's knows about it. I'm gonna
That's
try
what I'm
to,
asking now.
yeah, so I
If
can,
we can't straighten it out tonight, then I'll just have to, okay.
well, I would say if you guys flex, do your thing. And then if I have a fly anyway, then I'll let y'all know.
And the charter wouldn't have an issue with that.
I mean, we're having tonight's meeting.
Well, it says that you normally, remember you guys changed. So it says that you meet normally the
First month.
once a month, right? And your rules of order basically say it's generally the first Monday of the month, subject to you all can change it. You can change the location, you can change the starting time, you can change.
If you don't wanna come to Camp Washington,
I'd be okay with that.
I'll feed you.
He's a good guy.
It just says that basically, the charter itself says that you meet once a month.
Right.
And then your rules of order talks about the specifics. I think we're good.
Somebody, it's always kidding.
6:01, call this meeting to order.
I
pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Swear in Janet. That's next.
First,
You're up.
first order of business, swear in Sunny Morgan.
Yeah, I think, why don't you go ahead and do it over there? Yeah. Join her over at the podium.
Be working on house. I, Stanley W. Morgan,
I, Stanley W. Morgan,
do swear that I will support the constitutions
do swear that I will support the constitutions
of the United States of America
of the United States of America,
and the state of Maine,
the state of Maine,
as long as I shall remain a citizen thereof,
as long as I shall remain a citizen thereof.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I swear that I will perform all the duties incumbent upon me
I swear that I will perform all the duties incumbent upon me
according to the Constitution and laws of the state of Maine,
according to the Constitution and laws of the state of Maine,
as town council member of the town of Mechanic Falls,
as town council member of the town of Mechanic Falls,
until another is chosen and sworn in my stead.
until another is chosen and sworn in my stead.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
You ready, Janice? I make a motion that we go into executive session title 1 MRSA, section 405, 6F, discussion of confidential records to review a consent agreement drafted by the town's attorney. I second that. Any discussion? All those in favor?
All right, everybody, please make sure the mics are off.
Well, at least they're all got a little note now. It's not that way by all the others.
Not the only Y chromosome.
So overall, how did election day go, Janice?
She had it pretty easy at the school budget. She had to count like, what, 5 people?
I know,
I was
right?
like,
They ever said, okay, well, I'm gonna take this section and Judy's gonna have this one and that one, and you do that one over there. I'm like,
there's 6 people in that whole section. I'm like, boy, she got me down that one.
no kidding.
How did the school thing come out?
Because overall,
They voted yes overwhelmingly on both questions.
To keep,
For the budget and to keep,
keep
Right,
voting
keep it as is and for the budget.
quite overwhelming.
There was one guy in my section out of 6 that voted no for everything. I don't know who anybody is or where they
Right.
come from, but his hand was up for no on every single thing unless it involved no money involved. And then he voted yes.
I make a motion that we come out of executive session.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, I would entertain a motion to accept the department head reports.
I make a motion to accept the department head reports.
I second that motion. Any discussion? All those in favor? Right, 9.1. Oh, do we have to go some-
I think we should officially.
Yeah,
Is there anybody online?
Is there anybody? We can move past that. Any council discussion topics?
Yeah, just, I guess I want to put it on the record to say, thank you, Janice and Vic, for a terrific town report.
It's all her.
Well, just wanted to make that public and say thank you. It was done in a positive frame, and that was really pleasant, and, it's what the town needs.
And Janice has already given herself the gauntlet for next year. She's after the best report in the state.
Vassalboro has won that top prize. I thought Julie's was the top until I was looking. It didn't mean much to me, so I looked around. Hers wasn't the first one. There's something higher, and Vassalboro has won it since 2013.
So she's gonna knock them off the front.
So,
Good.
game on.
Okay.
Come on. I think that's the title.
Okay, now tell me your report.
Just a couple of quick items. There wasn't
Okay.
going to be one, but, so information on LED streetlight project. First, from CMP. Dated Wednesday, June 15th, from my contact at CMP. Vic just wanted to reach out with an update. We should be set to move to the energy-only rate by the end of the month. I will keep you posted. So everything takes longer, but at least we're getting it.
Did we ever get final better numbers from them,
Yeah,
from CMP?
in terms of the streetlight inventory?
Yeah, and what we're buying now?
So everybody agrees on the inventory at this point. As a matter of fact, for the mop-up, Mr. Ryan Smith and yours truly went tooling around town with the GIS gizmo to kind of check out a couple of the streetlights to see if they were there or if they were phantom or what the case may be. To which, in addition to the CMP update,
Your mic quit, Mr.
the
Hodges.
mic clip.
Oh, no,
No, it's
okay.
just-
Okay.
Too far away.
It's my hearing aids, I'm telling you. So anyway, so I'll sit back a little bit. So, real-term energy. So Thursday, June 16th. I questioned Real-Term about the timeline. We were looking at mid-ish July to do the project. Push back a little bit. And so I questioned him about it, and he says, "Hi, Vic. If everything fell into place, maybe late July, but given supply chain issues and the summer vacation period, I think an August start date is more likely. I'll keep you updated, blah, 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 blah. So the way that I would have you look at it is CMP is inching closer to saving us money. And the streetlight project should be done probably by the end of August at the very latest, assuming all good things from here. So I just wanted to update you on that.
Thank you, thank you.
Could you kind of give, Honey here a quick brief as to
Sure.
what we're doing here?
So I don't know if you've been following this or not.
I think I heard a little bit about it on one of the meetings.
So what the council has done is entered into a contract agreement with a company called Real Term Energy. Real Term Energy has been responsible for changing out the sodium streetlights to LED streetlights in Norway, Paris, and Oxford, which I was part of, as well as other projects in Lewiston and Auburn. And so the council vetted the entire story, looked at all the different options, decided to go with Real Term. So we are in an agreement with them. We're using, in order to pay for the project itself, we are, instead of using tax dollars, we're using what I call pennies from heaven. We're using ARPA dollars. This federal money has been floating around. The town of Mechanic Falls has roughly $50,000, something like that, over a 2-year period coming our way. And so the council voted to use ARPA dollars to pay for the project itself, including the buyout of CMP. Once CMP changes us to energy only rate, right now, part of the rate is a lease. They actually lease us all the streetlight equipment, which is, just rough numbers. We'll look at $1,200 a month. So the town will start saving that once we're on energy only. And then at the completion of the project, there is one lower cost rate we will be going to. Instead of energy only, it will be LED energy only, which will be even more savings. So by the time we're done, conservatively speaking, especially with the increases recently in CMP over the last few months, we're looking at what we budget $22,000. We're going to end up spending $4,000 to $5,000 a year. So we're going to be saving, $15,000, $20,000 a year by the time the project is completed and coming hopefully soon to a theater near you for real money. And we're going to need it because we're going to be taking those savings and it's going to be helping to offset higher energy costs that we're going to be lighting other line items in the next budget. So, but it's a good step. It's a good step for the town. I'm excited for the town.
Basically, the numbers were about 3 years it would pay for itself. Roughly.
Yeah, and by using ARPA dollars,
Right. No, I know.
it's instant.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But even still, if we were using taxpayer money, well, it is still is taxpayer. But
Right. Yeah.
our town's taxpayer, well, you know what I'm saying. We all pay it.
Solely this town.
Yes. So, but even if we were using town budgeted money, in 3 years, it would basically pay for itself. And then you'd be saving from there on.
Yeah, so I think if I remember the figure right, over a 20-year period of time, not counting the payment, it's going to save the town something like $340,000 over that period of time. That's close to a
That's a
couple
good
of line
plan.
trucks. That's good stuff. One other quick note. So I brought in Julie last week to help us with our 30-day tax lien notices. We sent out close to a couple hundred notices at the tail end of last week. We have people coming in and responding. So that's good. Got some bumps in the road that I'm dealing with along the way with that stuff, but so we are on course. And thank you to Julie for coming in and helping us out. That's just greatly appreciated.
No, we're paying for it.
Yeah, we are. Nicely.
Good.
All right, that's all that I have for you. Back to you.
Full business, 9.1 consent agreement.
I make a motion that we give Vic the permission to sign the consent agreement with the time frame set by our attorney.
I second that motion. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Just for the record, you want to do abstain?
I will do an
Oh, I'm
abstain.
sorry, I didn't,
Okay.
So yeah, so abstaining, so we have 4 yeas, 1 abstaining.
And you can make comment around the relative. Why I'm abstaining.
New business. We need to elect a chair. And then a vice chair. And we need to do appointments, so.
I make a motion that we elect, Dasha Downing as chair.
Second,
Any further discussion? How does Tarsha feel about
I
it?
was gonna ask you on the
Well,
spot.
we did have no discussion, but I'm fine with that. All those in favor? Right, the vice chair. I make a motion for Daryl Young.
I'll second that motion.
Discussion? How do you feel about that, Daryl?
Only if it's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I know she seconded it, that doesn't mean anything, this might have been polite.
All right, all those in favor?
I'm not gonna vote for myself.
You get to vote for
I know,
yourself.
but I'm
it's
not going to.
Telling you about.
All right, I'll vote.
There you go.
Man, you're making my life hard.
All in favor?
Okay, so 10.3, appointments for fiscal year 23.
They listed-
They are,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
well,
The town,
these
these
appointments.
appointments, this is the one you're talking about?
Yeah, so you should have as a part of your package,
Right.
an
The
appointment
town
sheet.
appointments. that we're
Yeah, yeah, and I extended it from, I looked back last year to see what Julie had. And so I added a few just obligatory things. It's all very basic stuff. I figured since you're doing it, let's make it good and official. So if you're comfortable with that list, then you can put it out. If you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation.
I make a motion that we accept the list as presented of appointments. For
Second that.
FY 2023. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Thank you. Okay,
So what about our liaison positions?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's, so that's,
We have to do our liaison.
so this is appointments for like the town, you know, all these ones.
Yeah.
But what about for like us to be with the rec and the school board and the,
So, I did not see any of that information here. Plus, I also have a question about that. We can handle that at the August meeting, if need be. But, I don't know if it was just the water company. But Paula had something about, there's a conflict of interest within the charter about, you guys serving.
no, it's not surveying.
No,
With the planning board, what it is that our charter currently states that if there is not a quorum, and it's down by one to make a quorum, that the planning board liaison from the council can step up and vote. And we were told by the town attorney that conflict of interest is legal.
It states it in the charter that you cannot, you cannot vote, you cannot be a voting member.
If you read further, it says that if there is a quorum needed for a vote, that liaison, whatever board it is, can go ahead and vote. And, Mr. Conway informed us that in that or whatever, because we're council and we vote on things that they
So,
present, that it's a conflict of
Right,
interest.
we're a liaison,
We're
we're
a
not a
liaison,
member.
we're not a
Right.
member.
And it's simply to have someone from the council at the meeting.
so then so basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, so the council liaisons to the various committees in the town. And you guys divvy out those roles, who's going to do what.
Yeah.
So with respect, then that will come from you. So you guys will need to figure out which committees you would like to liaison to, and I can put it on the August agenda. Because who am I to decide?
Right.
Right,
so maybe we
right,
should-
that's what we
maybe we
did,
should-
we kind of did that, but I think what we need is a list of the committees so that we can make sure we get all the.
All right. Then I will definitely have this on your August
Okay.
agenda.
I think that's our issue, is like
Yeah.
knowing which committees we need to put them on. Because
Okay.
I remember just kind of sitting there going, well, I'll take this one, okay, well, you take that one. It's like,
And then I was talking about a charter change needing to be done, because Mr. Conway said a charter change needed to be done because
Well,
none of
or
us,
have enough people on the planning board that they
yeah,
have a forum.
that nobody should be voting as a council member in the liaison position for any of them.
I'll make sure it's on the August agenda. And before we adjourn, did you want to bring up something about the next meeting?
Oh, that's on the next meeting, first and eighth.
Would that work for other people? August 8th instead of August 1st.
Daryl's gonna be.
I'll be away.
Okay, well,
I mean, I can drive 2 hours here and 2 hours back.
it
But
doesn't make any difference.
If it really doesn't make a difference, then I'd really like to move it. Because then it really makes, I mean, I'll be tired, but I'll be here.
I make a motion that we change the monthly meeting for the month of August 2022 from the first Monday of the month, which would be August 1st, to actually holding it on August 8th, the second Monday of the month for that month only, in order to make sure we have enough members in
I second that motion. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Excellent.
Done.
I did, because you were gonna yell at me here.
Where's that sheet? for this? So we have some stuff for you guys to sign. Did they send the other stuff?
I learned hard, but I didn't learn.
Sure. Yours is right there. at the bottom.
I'm like, that sounds like a conflict of interest to me. but like, whatever.
Voice and
No,
then vote on it. Get to pick yourself.
Or say, no, I don't want that.
You can tell me where to sign.
This mural is showing great off.
Those ones are a lot of jobs, like if the town manager's the job, or a CEO's the job. Or I mean,
I think they do that with it. Is that how, like, you know, how it's not?
Can we just keep our seats where they're?
Foreman, road commissioner.
Is it,
Yes, they're assigned seats. I like my seats.
So you guys actually appointed a road commissioner as a part of the appointments.
okay, but how, does, okay, but they are appointed within their department.
Like new, not,
No, again, that's a cross-section list of appointments that you guys make annually, and me just rounding out some titles. If you have a specific question, I'll be more than happy to answer.
He's just wondering how they get those positions. Are they
Right,
voting
do they
in or are
appoint, do they apply for them?
So either, for that list, that's a copycat list from last year with updated names of personnel,
Let's just say this guy, Ryan Schmidt,
right?
how did he become the health officer?
Because he accepted the position as code enforcement officer, and I appointed him health officer. And so
That's done within the codes office.
Yeah, but
Just
He
like,
goes-
just like when he got hired as a town manager, he got a little extra too.
Yeah.
I'm the GA administrator.
He's,
That's what that.
he didn't apply for it, I can tell you that. We just appointed that.
And he.
That was part
avoid-
of his agreement to take on the
Yeah,
town
and
manager.
he has voiced that at some point he would really like to get rid of that job.
I was just wondering, it's like, you guys just pick hats out of names for these
No,
positions,
no,
town
no,
forester?
no,
I mean, basically, we're confirming your appointments.
Yeah,
Basically,
and
when you
your own.
break it down,
Right,
right,
yeah,
right.
and your own.
Do you have any other questions, Mr.?
So we cannot apply for any of those. Just so you know. I don't want to, trust me, but I'm just saying we can't, because we can't, it would be a conflict of interest for a councilman.
Right.
to have it. Be influenced by the town.
So would it behoove me to get to know these people?
They'll come forward.
Because all of them hold jobs in this town already, like Scott Penny, he
Right.
runs our public works. So that's why he got the honor of the road commission, because he's the boss.
So did you ask him?
At some point, somebody did.
Yeah.
And then he came in and said,
He must have said yes, because he's
Yeah,
never
I
told us
can't
no.
remember when it happens. I think it's just been reaffirmed.
Right? I mean, if somebody on this list at the end of the day doesn't want to serve on something, well, we can address that, right?
It makes sense for our fire chief to be the EMA group.
Yeah.
It just does. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be the fire chief, but it makes a lot of sense.
And that changed back when our EMS director retired as of age, and it became open, and discussion came up, and Mr. Bradley.
So most of the certifications that you do for EMA is the same as.
And again, I'll be more than happy to meet with you one on one, answer any questions you may have.
Yeah, just,
Yeah, feel free to reach out to us. Any of those
Well,
questions.
just speaking of fire chief, you're gonna have to take an EMA course. too.
sounds good. Always want to.
It's a one night thing,
It's
couple
pretty
hours,
easy.
yeah.
It's just chain of command.
You did it.
So what, I did the same thing in the military, that doesn't count?
No,
Yeah, just do it
Just gotta
here.
re-up.
Just do it here.
gotta be certified.
Yeah.
I make a motion that, oh,
I just have a question for Vic.
Sure.
There has been a lot of activity lately, either with the fire department or the police department. I am hearing lots of sirens.
Done a lot of fires.
I don't know, what's going on?
A lot of them have been mutual aid to Oxford and to, because not that I have a scanner, but people on Facebook will throw, what's going on? I hear sirens and I see that they've gone to Oxford and they've gone to wherever.
Because I know I don't live that far away and I can hear them.
Mm.
Leave.
I hear them soon.
No, they've certainly done, and they go up the moat, so they go by me a lot, and there's been a lot. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is that, from what I see, is the volunteer system is working pretty well in the fire department.
Yep. Yep.
They're doing well there, I think.
Yeah.
That'll tell you whether it's too much. If it gets to be too much, then they start dropping off.
Well, and to your point, normally this is the slow time of year, right? Usually it's the winters. that chimney
And this
fire.
winter will be bad because of energy heat, because of energy being, people start throwing in with
Right.
stoves and stuff that they shouldn't be doing.
Now, there is a huge increase in traffic on the roads. Absolutely huge.
I notice it's spotty. There are times where it's kind of like crazy and then other times,
4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's a lot of traffic.
it just forces them to stop.
Gotta give them a reason.
And spend money.
It's their
Well,
building.
they do go come with us.
I make a motion that we adjourn at 7:02.
Wow, good job. Second time.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Sorry.
I get to choose.
He's still reading.
Thank you.
Yeah. So-